All right, good morning and welcome Nigerians to the Independence Edition, this special Independence Edition marking Nigeria 61 years of independence. We at 61, I think we have grown um, to be grand in, and it won't just be something that we just gloss like that. Today, every Nigerian should be happy, or supposed happy, whether we are doing well or not doing well. One of the most important things is that we are all alive and then we still have a country we can call Nigeria. That's what we say. When you wake up in the morning, you say, Lord, I thank you for at least for the gift of life. So it means that once you are alive, there is hope. That's what Bible even says. So there is hope for Nigeria because at 61, Nigeria can still say we are still a one nation, strong, indivisible nation called Nigeria. So this morning we are bringing a special edition. We have never had independence program like this, but we thought it should be very wise, to get the experience of Well, sorry for that network problem. That's what we'll be preaching. Nigeria will be better at 61. Nigeria, please, will be better. So, sir, please, Nigerians, would like to meet him.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, my name is Engineer Jide Adenichi. I happen to be a retired civil servant. I started my civil service career in Benue State to Gongola State, then stayed in the Adamawa State, where by the special grace of God, I rose to director level, director of civil engineering for Adamawa State. From there, I transferred my service to uh, Federal Civil Service, Ministry of Aviation. Became director of engineering and technical services, and later a director general. And I retired in 2010 and joined active politics.
Well, you can see the man who has served Nigeria from the civil service to, to politics, all in leadership. So that's shows that your knowledge about Nigeria is all encompassing. Yes. And that's why he's the best person for us today to get to know how Nigeria has fared, in her journey.
Well, Nigeria, I still believe in the project Nigeria. Nigeria is a very unique country, a country of so many diversities, but we are supposed to be united in our diversity.
Yeah.
And that is where all politicians and stakeholders should work towards so that we can make Nigeria great. Nigeria was great, and Nigeria will still be great. For instance, there's somebody like me, I was born from a southwest region of Nigeria. So by birth, I'm a southwesterner.
Yeah.
Nigeria is a place that, by the special grace of God, will not be divided. Nigeria will remain united. But we have to really understand our differences so that by understanding our differences, we can now know where our strengths are.
Okay. Understanding our differences, we know where our strength lies. You have heard from the man. This is what we say Wazobia.
Yes.
He is representing the Wazobia language in Nigeria from the southwest, and then worked all through his life, or most of his lives, in the north, and became a northerner by association, and then married from the southeast, and the only state in the Bible, Abia. So he is a full representation of the unity of Nigeria that we preach. So now we are talking about the journey so far. Nigeria is 61 today. It's no longer
61
news.
today by the special grace of God.
The president has given us his speech. Yeah. So we have confirmed that today Nigeria is 61. Now, in this journey, a lot of young people will want to know how far. I know we don't want to go too far, but I know there were better Nigeria yesterday where the dollar can be equated with the naira. So those economic things, people are proud to say, I am a Nigerian.
Yeah.
Other than what we are seeing today, we are seeing droves. Nigerians, if you go to airports, if you go to immigration office, Nigerians are moving out. What is the cost? So I would like you to just give us a little of what Nigerian, our journey so far, where we are, who we are, and where we're supposed to be as a people.
Well, Nigeria started in 1948 when the British, the United Kingdom, amalgamated the North and the South Protectorate. And our cultures, our religion, our thinking is quite different. But we were brought together. And the first and foremost, what we need to do first was to understand our differences so that we can know where to make amends and move forward. That did not happen. So there were confusion ab initio from beginning. But as time went on, we begin to understand ourselves. For instance, somebody like me, I didn't choose to work in the Southwest where I was born. I worked in the far northeastern part of Nigeria as a young man. I was a civil servant in the Bongola State Ministry of Works. And that time, nobody thought of, Bijide is a Yoruba man, is a Christian. We just see ourselves as one family.
Nigeria.
And I could go to Noman and do whatever I want there, blow the Bachama's little language that I know. I could go to Hong and go and deal with my people there and blow our Kilba language there. I could be in Yola, where my people are, and blow my Fufude, and things were, nobody think of where you come from, but we think of Nigeria as being one entity. And anywhere you are was home. I started my civil service career from Benue State. From there, when the military governor was transferred to Gongola State, he brought me there. And I found a home in Yola. Today, not less than 70% of my friends are from that area. In fact, I met my wife there, married my wife there. All our 4 children understand the language. It's now they are trying to learn to speak Yoruba very well.
Wow. So that's the Nigeria we used to know, So what has changed? Why this sudden change?
Well, you see, a nation gets the leadership that it deserves.
Wow. Nation get the leadership that it deserves.
There is nothing that happens in Nigeria that God does not have hand in it. Because Bible says that there is no power that is not from God. So whoever is in power, God has ordained it for a purpose. Probably to teach us lesson, probably to improve our economy, probably to do one sort of thing or the other. Nigeria, people say used to be good. I'm not in that category of people. Nigeria is still improving. We are trying to understand ourselves. We are trying to understand our sensibilities. And in understanding ourselves and our sensibilities, we'll come together and move Nigeria forward. There is no government that is absolutely useless. Not at all. The present government is teaching us to be rugged. A lot of people are lousy before. Now everybody is readjusting his bets. So for those that are terribly lazy, is making you to be more, to think, to be more active in your thinking. I mean, by the time you got free money before, now you don't get the free money, you have to work hard to get the money. And there is no government that is useless. And I believe that government is continuing. This government that is there, if another government comes, probably by the special grace of God, my own party comes in to take over from them. We don't need to look at the back of what they have done. What we need to do is that are there projects that they have not completed, let us complete. Are there policies that are not too good for the nation? We amend the thing. We don't need to witch hunt. Because by the time you begin to witch hunt, you will waste all your time without doing the actual thing that you are elected to do.
We don't need to witch hunt. All you need to do just is in marathon race or relay race.
Yes.
The baton is handed over to you. So you don't look back. You just keep going forward.
Keep going.
All right, so that we'll win and then get the trophy. That's the message Engineer Jide is telling Nigerians. We don't need to apportion blames. This blame games is not necessary.
It doesn't work.
What works is it don't witch hunt anybody. He has done his own bit or his part. So you that have taken over the baton, continue the race so that you give us the trophy. All right, sir. Now we have seen there's no better yesterday. Nigeria is a work in progress. Now, what's the message? Because this is what we are looking at now. A lot of persons are despair with a lot of issues. You still say the government has just come to teach us, lessons. So in case you used to wait for free money, there's no more free money. But they say there's no free lunch, even in free that. So if you are there, the message is that there's no free lunch, even in Freetown, not even in Nigerian government
No, not
now.
at
So
all.
there's no the unity which you have preached.
Very
We
important.
want to emphasize on that unity. I think that's our message
Well,
for
we cannot be united when the people in government themselves are not united.
people in government. So leadership.
Leadership matters. We can only be united when we take ourselves as being equal.
Mm.
When we take ourselves as a one entity.
Yeah.
When we take ourselves not in the line of religion, not in the line of tribe, not in the line of class, not in the line of social consciousness,
Status, yeah.
you know, just take yourself as Nigerians. But when you find yourself in a situation where, for instance, if I were to be a president today, I want to make an appointment, and I make appointments 90% from Southwest.
Maybe from your state.
Or
not
from
even
Osun State,
Osun
it's a
State.
sacrilege. Or I just say that every other person is not human being, only Christians. Then that is mental derailment. You know, you have to be broad-minded. You have to be, especially when you are in the top as president. You are president of everybody, even including idol worshippers.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to gather everybody together as a father and move the nation forward. We must not be parochial.
All right. So if you are a president today, you are a president of all Nigerians. No one is. It doesn't matter his religion. It doesn't matter where he comes from. So that is the unity, and that is the only thing. Justice and fair play. That's the only thing that can guarantee the unity of Nigeria. I think we are just running. The time is fast. Now let's just see. In Nigerian market, all we promote is made in Nigeria. We are blessed. Population of over 200 million people. There is no state in Nigeria that is not blessed one mineral resource.
There is no state.
How are we not looking inward? That is the message on Nigerian market. How can we look inward?
We can only look inward when we vote somebody that knows about business.
Okay.
You can, if you are not a businessman, you cannot run Nigeria very well. If you have not passed through civil service before, you cannot run Nigeria very well. If you have not been a successful businessman, you will just, as much as your business fails, that is how you will make Nigeria to fail. But when my prayer is that in our next dispensation, we are going to look very well and get somebody who has vast experience, both in the public service, in business, who have succeeded so much, who has friends all over the country, somebody that is not a religious bigot. He has friends that are Christians, he has Christians that are Muslim, he has Christians that are even idol worshippers. You understand? Yeah. Somebody that will carry Nigeria as his own. But when you are parochial, there is no way Nigeria can move forward. For instance, the eastern part of Nigeria, they are very hardworking, they are very innovative. A federal government is supposed to look to that direction and make them the Japan of Nigeria, where we can make our known vehicles and other machineries.
Yeah.
And when you look at the north has vast land. Israel does not have as much land as the northern Nigeria. Why can't we promote agriculture from there? There is no kind of mineral resources that we cannot find in the Middle Belt. Yeah. Why can't we go there and explore all those things? If you go to the southwest, gold everywhere in the nation. But strangers are coming there to mine those things. So the federal government is supposed to look inward. Let us look inward. Let us encourage those little entrepreneurs so that they can make Nigeria made goods. All these branded vehicles, we can do it here.
Yes.
All these shoes that we were importing from something, we can do it here. Even better.
Just see the shoes.
If you go to Nisha today or Aba, they are small. You are saying something.
The shoes, I want to say, the leathers are taken from Nigeria. Then go to Italy. They find and make shoes, leather bags,
which we can do here ourselves.
Exactly. So that's
and we have intelligent young men that are ready to do the thing.
Okay.
We don't have lazy children here. We have hardworking, focused young men.
We have hardworking, focused young men. And of course, we have seen that the Nigerian spirit, everywhere in the world, Nigerians excel.
Everywhere in
So
the world.
why can't we look inward and then begin to bring these intelligent people together to help us grow our economy? That will be the last we take. You have just mentioned them, but let's see.
We have the federal
With
government
concrete-
of Nigeria have to make deliberate policy that will encourage such. If there is no policy to encourage such a thing, we are nowhere. For instance, in the first 16 years of this third republic, the People's Democratic Party had some programs that really helped the youth. There is this You Win. Because of You Win, we have thousands of young millionaires today. They are not fraudsters. We encourage them, 10 million naira. Some of them are chief executive officer of prospering businesses. So we need to encourage, we need to mentor these young men and not to discourage them and they become fraudsters. So the government must look inward, sit down, make a policy that will encourage the younger ones to have future.
All right. Government will encourage. I like the word mentor. At least Engineer Jide is one of our mentors. And me, I just have to say that one here now because he's one of our mentors, and that's why we're happy that on this special independent edition, he has left everything. People are resting at home, but he's here in the studio to tell us the way forward. So
there is no way you will command me. I will not obey your command.
All right. So thank you too. All right. So we don't want to dwell. It's one of those things that is hitting us because we can't grow our economy. People can't go to farm because of insecurity.
Yeah.
What do you have to just say? How can we fight this?
To fight insecurity in Nigeria, everything lies in the hands of the federal government. But Abacha, may his soul rest in peace, he said any insecurity that persists for 3 months, go and check the federal government. If individual civilians could be going to the forest and identify where the bandits are, what stops the military from identifying where the bandits are? They can even grab the man to show them where they are and bomb them. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So the federal government of Nigeria have to help us.
Okay.
So that they can decisively fight this thing they call insecurity. So then you cannot travel anywhere. Akuyili's husband was just murdered. Gentle, nice man. My own childhood friend, Gulak, was murdered. So many kings killed, so many emirs killed. The federal government have to readjust themselves and decisively fight and face this insecurity. It is in their hands. They have the capacity, they have the intellectual capacity, they have the weapons, they have the intelligence report they could use. So we are hoping that the federal government will stand to their responsibility and deal decisively with this insecurity, and Nigeria will be totally secured.
Nigeria, federal government, everything boils down, with the government, those in leadership, the policies, the kind of policies they introduce and we implement. That's what guarantees unity and safety of Nigeria. Sir, we want to thank you. Before we round off, we want to say your message to Nigeria, because this is independence. A lot of young people are watching you now and we want to know what you are telling them as Nigerians.
Well, first and foremost, as a pastor, Bible says we should pray for people in authority. This blame game of federal government is useless. This one, if you use your mouth to say they are useless, they will be useless. Anytime you think of federal government, just bless them and say they are useful. And you will see the practicality of their usefulness. And I also implore the federal government to please readjust their strategy so that Nigeria can be a safe place. We cannot travel on the road. To travel by train we will be fearing. Federal government should help us to tackle all this insecurity. And I want to tell you, when you go to villages, people are hungry. They should also tackle hunger by good policies that come from intelligent people. Nigerians have so many intelligent people. It's just to tap them. But when you put a square peg in a round hole, it cannot work. There are so many people that do not know about where they place them to. How will the place work? When we have thousands of intelligent people that are marauding the streets without people using them for what they are trained for. So I will implore the federal government to readjust their policies. And I will also implore the citizens of Nigeria. Nigerians, we talk too much. Instead of us to encourage government, also we attack them unnecessarily. We even curse them. When you curse the government that is ruling you, you too, you are sharing from the curse. So please let us cooperate together, both the led and the leaders, so that we can move Nigeria forward.
Let's cooperate together, both the led and the leaders. This is the message of our special guest on this special Independence Edition. Nigeria at 61. You don't need to curse your leaders, because if you curse them, you share from the curse. And so we want to employ Nigerian citizens. Support government policies, support government programs, pray for those in authority today, because we are mandated or commanded by God to pray for those in authority. And then we'll just be going there. Yes, we'll have coming up next week, Tuesday, is the Aid online radio. Yes, what we've been doing has just been on the Facebook. We are coming to join the radio segment of the program. So we want to employ that. From next week, Tuesday, you'll be listening to us via the radio and the online TV. So please, we want to thank you, because our time has just what. So because before we go, our mantra here is buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. So that's our message that we will tell
buy Nigeria to grow Nigeria. Please let us look inward and buy our products.
Yes.
Instead of encouraging China, taking our money away, instead of encouraging the United States and the UK, let us look inward.
And go back to Abeokuta.
Go back to exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
God bless Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you.